Hey guys, welcome. Um, yeah, we are going to be doing a meditation in just a few moments. Um, I prepared it earlier. I've been setting it up, so it's just going to be an audio track. Um, but wait, if anybody comes in and has questions, I'll be here to answer without breaking audio side of things. So, but first, I do need to set myself up. Chat window. There we go. Got a chat window. Hey. Um. So let's get into it, shall we? Um. Let's just fire it up. See where we go. I've designed this visualization to help you align with your abundance and to attract financial and spiritual wealth into your life as you share your intuitive gifts with others. Now, before we begin, make sure that you are in a comfortable seated position where you will not be disturbed or distracted. So, take some time now to relax your mind and your body just by focusing on the rhythm of your breath without trying to change it in any way. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice inhalation breath and the exhalation of breath. Breathe, inhaling and exhaling. And this time, as you breathe out, just go ahead and close your eyes now if you haven't done so already and breathe. Give yourself permission to relax more deeply now as your body softens and you can find some comfort in stillness here. Surrender to all the wonderful feelings of relaxation because you are safe and calm, and that means that you can relax even more deeply now and comfortably let go of any tension in your body. Just letting go now. That's right. Can you imagine yourself feeling more and more relaxed? What is it like when you imagine yourself drifting into a state of relaxation? Just imagine becoming even more relaxed. And as you relax, I want you to pay attention to the sounds around you and realize that they will allow you to relax even more while you continue to listen to my voice that follows you wherever you go. And know that the meaning behind my words will always be clear to you. And that means that every time that you feel the surface beneath you, you know that you are safe. Allow yourself to drift and wander into a calm and relaxing state of mind. Now, because there's nowhere else to go, nothing else to do for the next few minutes, and maybe it feels like your mind is transporting you to deeper levels of relaxation now. That's right. Gently give yourself permission to work with your higher self, the creator of your personal universe. Feel the connection to all that there is, and know that this harmony must always be considered before taking action. Know that you're internal, and external beings are reflections of each other. You carry an aspect of a universe concept or a source of a creator, and in doing so, you have a level of control on how you create your experience in your reality, in alignment with your higher self. Now, in this beautiful state of relaxation, allow yourself to think about the words abundance, prosperity, wealth, money. All these words flow through your mind. Just take a moment to notice what images they bring up for you. Perhaps you see yourself living in a beautiful, spacious home. Maybe you see yourself taking a wonderful vacation. Or perhaps you imagine yourself sharing your wealth with your loved ones, or those in need, or paying your bills with ease. What does it look like to feel wealthy, to feel abundant, to feel prosperous? Just allow your imagination to flow freely now. As these images flow through your imagination, notice if there are any disempowering thoughts or beliefs that come up. Maybe you're not sure what it is that you really want and desire. Maybe it's a sense that it's not safe for you to attract abundance and wealth into your life. Perhaps it's a feeling that others might judge you living this lifestyle, or maybe even a lingering feeling that you are not worthy of having this abundance, or that you don't really need it or deserve it. Whatever thoughts or beliefs might be, simply observe them. And on each exhale, imagine yourself breathing them out, letting them go, watching them fade away. Connect with the support beneath you and know that you are free to let go of any fears or doubts around money and abundance. And with every breath, release any stories from the past and let go of the beliefs that no longer serve you. Very good. Now, bring your awareness back to your picture of abundance, prosperity, and wealth. And connect with all the positive feelings of attracting abundance, experiencing prosperity, and feeling true, wealthy on all levels. Just notice how good it feels knowing that you are worthy, you are capable, and you deserve this beautiful vision. It flows easily and effortlessly to you because you are aligned with your higher self, and in this state of pure alignment you can create wealth and abundance in an ecological way. It's win-win. That serves your highest good and the highest good of others. You're empowered to positively manifest all that you desire because you show up as your best self. And as you take in all these beautiful feelings and visions, allow yourself to listen to these affirmations. And as you do, they will sink into the deeper part of your mind, where they will positively influence your thoughts and actions. I am worthy of prosperity. I am aligned with my higher self. My inner world creates my outer world. Money flows easily and effortlessly to me. I create abundance doing what I love. I deserve to be wealthy because I add value to other people's lives. It's safe for me to share my intuitive gifts. It is safe for me to receive payment for my gifts. When I accept payment, I create a powerful exchange of energy, and I am open to receiving financial and spiritual wealth. I am a good custodian of money. My wealth helps me to help others. It is safe for me to be wealthy and have more money than I need. I am destined to have an abundance of love and prosperity in my life. Every day, in every way, I am happier, wealthier, and free. My highest desires are manifesting now. That's right. Just contemplate what these words mean for you for a moment. You are a divine being, and you are so capable and able to create all that you truly desire. And I want you to know that you've done incredibly well in making this a transformative experience, and your conscious mind has accepted all of the positive suggestions that I have given you, and you can implement them into your behavior at your own pace. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5, you're going to be fully awake and alert, and you'll be feeling wonderful in every way. 1. Emerging from this visualization. 2. Feeling wonderful in every way. 3. Mind clear and alert. 4. Eyes beginning to open. 5. Eyes wide open, wide awake, and feeling wonderful in every way. Welcome back. And I invite you to take a moment now to journal or note down your experiences, your feelings from this visualization, and just allow for power and the magic of this visualization to flow through you and come into fruition over these next days, weeks, months. Okay, there we have it. Our visualization, our money visualization. Hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully it will help and give you ideas. You know, come back, listen to it. Um, I will be posting it up on, probably putting it on YouTube on my channel when I get it going, or uh, maybe just put it on my website as a blog post. So it'll be there. Okay, something that I want to talk about today, and that is ethics. The ethics of tarot card. Um, because people quite often don't realize there's a lot of things going on in the background. So, what actually is an ethical tarot reader? Well, for instance, I just handed over my business card with Andrew, professional and ethical tarot reader, on it to someone I just met. So, what does that do? Why am I different? Now, to define, somebody who actually cares about well-being of their client. I know. You mean there's tarot readers who don't care about their clients? Sadly, yes. There are a handful of people in organisations that prey on unsuspecting individuals who are simply searching for help. People in organisations that say they know what they're doing, they know when you're going to die, or how you can win for a lottery, or they will remove an evil curse. Now, here's a catch. They hand over $200. Now, what's really sad about all this is that these scammers damage the reputation of the many professionals and ethical tarot readers out there who are well-meaning individuals and who want to make a difference in people's lives. So, how do you make sure you're an ethical tarot reader? What exactly is an ethics of tarot reading? Well, here's a definition of somebody who is or can be. They care for the well-being of their clients, has clear personal boundaries, basically what topics they will or won't answer, has a structure in place to ensure ethics are a core part of their service, code of ethics and a confidentiality statement, which I do have. Similarly, the American Tarot Association defines ethical tarot readers as the following: people who help others better hear their own inner guides. They empower clients to think through their options and come to decisions on their own. They encourage clients to seek licensed professional help of doctors, counselors, accountants, and lawyers, especially in cases where the client's concerns goes beyond the expertise of the reader. They do not use the cards to identify curses or bad energy and then charge a fee to remove these curses or bad energy. So, how do you be an ethical tarot reader? What's it take? So here's my list of 8 ethical tarot reading things, like a guideline in a way. First one, stick to your expertise. Chances are you're not a medical specialist, a legal or a financial advisor. If you are, cool, more power. You'll get lots of people sort of asking for a lot of help. So, please, don't give medical, legal, or financial advice. You may be an amazing tarot reader, but stick to reading for tarot cards. If a tarot reading is medical, legal, or financial in nature, then refer your client to the appropriate professional. Give them a little bit of why, but don't diagnose, don't give them financial direction. Just basically, something comes up, cards are saying you might want to see a doctor. It's nothing serious, but uh, you may have some sort of infection starting, something like that, and just gauge how they reply and send them on the way to the correct place. Um, Number two, maintain strict client confidentiality. Important. As a tarot reader, you are privy to some very sensitive and private information that your clients share with you on the assumption of strict confidentiality. It's essential that, as an ethical tarot reader, you treat their information with respect it deserves. This means never sharing any details of a client's reading without their express permission, but to your partner, friends, or family, and not your client's partner, friends, or family. Try to store client's information securely and only use that information for the purpose of tarot readings, unless permission has been given to use it for other things. While confidentiality is often implied, I recommend having a privacy and confidentiality statement for your tarot business to give your clients confidence that confidentiality is paramount. Doesn't need to be fancy, just a simple statement to cover the key points above. Now, saying that, there are some exceptions to client confidentiality. Now, this includes situations where the client intends to harm themselves or others, or where the client has committed a significant crime. Under these circumstances, you are obliged to report them to relevant authorities. I hope you never get in this position, because I've been there once, maybe twice, and it's very scary, especially when you're on the internet doing this thing and the person is in a different country and you're scrabbled finding phone numbers so you can help them. Yeah, it happened. Now, number three, be honest, tell the truth, use compassion. Tell your client what you see in the tarot cards. Don't hide negative messages or disappointing news. Be open and honest with the messages that you receive. But also at the same time, be very careful of telling it like it is. I'm guilty. Yes, I'm guilty of that one. I will tell it as I see it. With compassion, of course. But at the same time, I still treat my clients with compassion, sensitivity, and respect. Now, being brutally honest with no care for the client's feelings can be just as unethical as holding back information or sugarcoating a tarot reading. Ensure the client leaves the tarot reading with a clear picture of the current state of events and the path forward to achieve the outcome they truly desire. Empowerment is the key. This one, number 4, can be kind of difficult at times. Leave your judgment and opinions at the door. On the surface, it may seem easy to be non judgmental, but trust me, sometimes it's extremely difficult. For example, your client tells you about a secret affair with a married man with young kids, and you can't help but feel for the wife and children involved. Or you watch as your client goes through messy breakup after a messy breakup, and you seriously question why he's putting himself through this every time. As an ethical tarot reader, it's important to remain as impartial, non-judgmental as possible. Your client is trusting you with personal information, and whether or not you agree with it or what they are doing, you need to offer impartial advice, guidance. Leave your personal opinions and judgments at the door and go into your tarot reading with objectivity. Number 5, encourage clients to use their own inner guidance. There are going to be some clients who keep knocking at the door wanting more tarot readings, no matter how often you read for them. It would be easy to see this as just easy money and a recurring revenue stream, but don't. Question the client who wants multiple readings on the same topic or keeps returning day in and day out. Our readings are great for gaining insight into different situations. However, there comes a point when one really needs to go within for the answers rather than constantly seeking other people's opinions on what to do. Now, as an ethical tarot reader, you can give your client confidence that they are already do this on their own. And they also know what they need to do. Basically, you just need them to simply need to trust in their own intuition. Sure, you are there as a guide and a helping hand, but at the end of the day, it's up to the client to determine their future path. Number 6, don't upsell deceitful products or services. Hey, I'm 2400. Welcome. I'm just going through some ethics of readings. So just bear with me a minute. Don't provide a tarot reading with the requirement to buy an add-on product such as a spell or claim negative energy or removal of the curse. Sadly, there's still psychic scammers out there who scare or put things into try to make you feel bad. And yes, I do. I do free readings. So don't upsell because it's not good. Now, if you are a talented witch or spellcrafter, you can work your magic, but don't do it in a way that's not professional or ethical. And also, don't scare your clients. Just be yourself. Number 7. Sometimes a client will come to you wanting you to provide a specific answer. Should I quit my job? Should I leave my husband? What career path should I take? This can put you in a difficult position. On one hand, you want to provide a specific answer to their specific question. But on the other hand, you don't want to take away their free will and their personal power to choose. The last thing you want is for your client to come back to you months later or years, crying, I did what you told me, and it failed miserably. Your role is not to tell your client what to do. Coach and guide, reminding your client that they always maintain free will, and the responsibility of choosing their own path is theirs alone. Number 8, finally, have a code of ethics. This is probably the most important of them all. Have a code of ethics. To become a certified professional tarot reader, CPTR, with a tarot certification board, you must prepare a code of ethics. And to be a member of the American Tarot Association, you must abide by that code. This is to protect your clients as you also as a tarot reader and the tarot community as a whole. As part of the code of ethics, you might include your position on reading for minors or young people, reading for third parties, what topics you will and won't read, how will you treat your clients, what will you do with your client's information, be willing and empowering the client. The American Tarot Association's code of ethics is as follows. I will serve the best interest of my clients, conducting my professional activities without causing or intending to cause harm. I'll treat all my clients with equal respect, regardless of their origin, race, religion, gender, age, or sexual preferences. I will honestly represent my tarot qualifications, including educational credentials, level of certification, and experience. I will keep confidential the names of clients and all information shared or discussed during readings unless otherwise requested by the client or required by a court of law. I will recommend that clients consult a licensed professional for advice of legal, financial, medical, or psychological nature if I am not qualified to provide. If I'm trained in one of these areas, I will clearly differentiate between the tarot reading and my professional advice additionally provided. I will respect my client's right to refuse or terminate their reading at any time, regardless of prior consent. I recognize that all ATA members have the same rights and obligations, and I will always respect and honor my co-members. So, if you want to be a truly ethical tarot reader, follow these guidelines and know exactly where you stand in critical areas. And I just needed to get that out. So, back to regular programming. And AN 2400. Question: what will my future be if I make a website free credit? This for best. I forgot what my future is if I do this. Which okay. Um, what do you mean by get free credit? Nope. Because okay. Um, what? Okay, what? Um, website and credits. Um, I don't understand the website to get free credits, but what? Who does this? Um, it there's free credits they give to those websites. Who, where? Because it's not something I know. Once I have all that sort of, I'll go ahead and yeah, um, see what business wise is. Cards won't know. Cards aren't. Um, let me explain a little bit. Um, the cards can guide. The cards can give direction and so on, but they can't. Cards won't tell me something which is out there. I, it's like asking the cards to give a name of somebody you've never met. Okay, It can be done, yeah, but there's got to be some. It's very vague. It's a thing. Um, but what are what are these credits for? Um, you know, the question is, if you build a website, is it going to change your life, business wise? That is, yes, I can do that. But the part about free credits and that sort of thing, if it's going to make any difference, I don't know. Because I don't know what free credits actually are. Is it kind of money? Can you spend them on things? But I will, I'll give you a general using that for, you know, if you create a website. Um, credits. Okay. Let's see where we go. Let me get some. There we go. Um, let me turn it down over my side. There we go. Good work. Okay. So, here we go. Okay. So, okay. So, let's see. Well, the cards are showing kind of nicely here because we have a bounty, which is what you're talking about with credits and so on. So you got a bounty. Um, is it going to be a lot? Maybe, maybe not on this. Um, but and also you've got the delusion card. So this could be a case of it may seem to work at first. You know, you go, you build, and the first few months it might work. It will seem to work. But there's this little thing in the background here saying that I don't know how well you can see this, but the cups, the 7 cups, are translucent. They're empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing. There's no filling of the cups. They're empty, and there's nothing really there. It's as though it's a bait and switch kind of thing. Yes, at first it may work, but the way these are set up, the 6 discs, is the kind of blocking the pathway into the dwelling. Sorry about for a little bit of light there, but let's bring it over here so we should be able to see it a bit better in a second. There we go. There's a doorway and it's getting blocked. So yes, it's possible you will make some of these credits at first, but then it becomes empty. It's an empty, kind of like an empty promise. It doesn't fulfill what you're looking for. Now, we have 2 ones, which in this case is more of a danger card, more of a we're getting started, but we're not getting anywhere. there's no moving forward. As you see, it's a man on a hillside. Now this is an actual place. I believe it's in Ireland. These chalk figures are all over UK, Ireland. But this one reversed, and we have the word courage. Now, this one is not saying don't do it. It's just saying when you start it, be prepared for it not to work. The cards aren't saying it's going to fail totally. They're just saying it's not what it seems. And now we've got 4 of Cups, which is reversed. And again, this one is also pointing to disappointment. As in, it's going to be disappointing. It's not going to be what you really think it is. Basically, you're going to be making somebody else money. While they're giving you a pittance, a small amount. Basically, it's a form of, not a scam, but it's a form of, it's like a pyramid. Like a pyramid. You build this, and then you invite other people to join you, and you make more that way. Cards are pointing in that direction. It seems like a good idea, but what the cards are kind of saying is it's not going to make you wealthy. It's going to, it might even cost you. You might have to pay in to get something back, and that's where the problem is. That's where the bounty is getting blocked, because you might pay in more than what you get back out. With the 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, they're telling us what you are not going to, it's not going to flow in the right direction. The water cards, water flows, but it only flows one direction. That's downhill. And in this case, it seems like, yes, the prospect business idea might sound sound, but it's not. It's running in one direction. You've got 2 cards here which both are pointing towards not real. It's not real in a sense, it's not a way of making money. It's not a way of becoming solvent. What you need to do is find a more conventional way of doing stuff. Now, building a website to do something for yourself is a better way of doing this, better way of going. Yes, brighter. It would give you a brighter future. Build your own website, come up with an idea. Maybe you build a commerce site. I don't know. You may use Amazon to do sell, not so much sell, but you post products from Amazon, and every time someone buys something from your site, they go to Amazon and you get credit. There's always that way of doing it with a website, and that would probably work out better than what this is. You can get a website very cheaply nowadays. And you know, sounds like you already know about website creation, which is good. So, all in all, with the cards, I can't tell you what to do, but I can advise you. I wouldn't do it. And this is not just from the cards on this point. The cards have said what they want to say, but from my own experience, quite often, I see with the cards, quite often, yeah, doing things by yourself is a lot better than working for somebody else. So, that's what we have with the cards. It's up to yourself, but my intuition, my instincts, and cards are all saying no. It's not really going to be of any distinctive use. You know, if you want to go into it just for fun, and it's not going to cost you anything to do it, then yeah, you know, it's something you could do. But if you've got to pay, no, cards are sort of saying it's a non-starter in that line. You know, you got blockages, you got negative cards or negative directions, disillusions, and so on. So, hopefully, I'll help you make your decision on whether or not you're going to pursue it. So, hopefully, okay. You're not getting lucky today. The World Tree. It's reversed, but that's okay. Okay. If you go about this a different direction and build your own product, you're looking maybe looking at being able to sustain yourself very easily. The tree is strong. The tree is very strong. And in this case, the reversal doesn't matter. It's allowing you to express yourself. Okay, when I say unlucky, I mean unlucky because you've got so many reverse cards. It's not so much you're unlucky in yourself. It's just where cards come out. Basically, with the World Tree, it's giving you the ability to decide on doing something very different. Change direction. Learn a skill. Learn a new skill of some sort. Could be indicating going back and learning a sales skill, like going and doing marketing or something like that. As for yourself, you are kind of strong. The cards telling me you are strong. You have a strong will, and you kind of drift a little bit. Um, you move around a lot. You travel, um, but you may not travel very far. But you do move around, or seem to move around a lot. You make a lot of decisions. You follow um, trends, that sort of thing, and you get caught up within the trends, which can be okay, but it also can make it difficult to decide on what you really want to do. Now, what what's showing here is if you don't do the startup, you're probably going to be better off. You're probably going to be better within yourself. You're going to be able to put roots down and nurture yourself a lot better. Um, it sounds difficult, but I think that if you're good, because discs are an indication of kind of wealth. They deal with money, a bit like pentacles in a normal deck. But in this case, the money's going to be fair, but you're going to have to be careful what you do to get it. What the thing is, what you have or you asked about, it's being shown here is a get rich quick scheme, and they don't work. But if you take a different route and maybe learn, like we said here, learn a marketing skill, then you will start to get money back for your investment, because you'll be able to do things a lot easier. So, as for what the cards are saying, for not doing it is you're going to be better off. You're probably going to have more money in your pocket in the long run, over a period of time, but you do have to do stuff for yourself. You have to go out and mean to change. Now, it's just a case now of deciding, do you want the fast way, which isn't going to be brilliant, or would you rather take the longer route? Might take you 6 months, may take a year, before you see any return, but it'd be more satisfying. There you go. And that's how the cards see it. Take a fast route or take a slower route. And the cards are more pointing to a slower route because it'll give you a better thing at the end of the day. You'll have something to show for that route. You'll have a skill. There's also a bit, something else which was there, is this. Now this is you personally, as you. You are a person who's very unsure about themselves. You're indecisive, insecure. Not in a bad way, but you're also very flighty, as in you will pick something up, start it, then as it finishes, as soon as you move on to something new, you don't give time for things to actually grow, come into fruition. Um, you move on very quickly from project to project. It's not always a bad thing, but you do need to slow down. You need to slow yourself right down. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Okay. Now we have a cat. Anything can happen. You're not going to lay down there, are you? No, 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 no. Go on. Oh, Oreo. That is Oreo. He's found my desk. Found my tent. Okay, we can place the cards on top of him. It's okay. We're a kitty cam. But there you go, Ian. Um, that's what the cards are showing, and that's what I'm reading from them. I'm also using a little bit of some of the other skills I have. Um, because yes, I am licensed now as a alternative therapist, um, a tarot coach, kind of life coach, um, using cards to help work for direction. And on top of that, I also do other types of things as well. So there you go. That should kind of help, put you in the right direction. And don't forget, um, I do have my Book of Shadows, which has cleansing spells and rituals. Um, it's first draft, so it's not laid out professionally yet. But I thought I'd just hand it, let people see it before I get to the finished product. Um, it's got some spells and rituals which may help you um, to focus a little bit. Because that's one thing in the cards was you don't have focus, or you lose focus, I should say. But all these things can be changed over a period of time. Now, let's go and find my next thing to talk about. Um, Now, what we're going to look at here. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. This one's a quick one, but it's something useful. Um, let's just get this into training so I can see what's going on here. Taking care. of oneself. Another important topic. So, you know, it's like a 2 minute, 3 minute thing, but you know, it's worth listening and thinking about, because taking care of yourself is an essential part of being a great tarot reader. When you're reading for free and for the love of it, it's even more important to make sure you're getting an even balance across all areas of your life, whether that's in your work, personal, or and family. Now, here's just a few tips for taking care of yourself. Take frequent breaks. It might be 30 minutes in between readings a day, a week, even a month without reading. Pay attention to what you need to feel balanced and energized. Be ready to give generosity in your next reading, just by rounding out. Remember why you signed up in the first place. No, go back to why you signed up in the first place. Probably it was about getting more experience and helpful feedback. Now, if you're not getting that anymore, then take a break or focus on something else. Think about it. How you can get more feedback from your clients, or get different experiences from your reading. Now, get in the zone before a tarot reading. This is important. Clearing your mind and re-energizing is essential to a good reading. So, you know, again, meditation, a little bit of meditation and so on. Now, another important part is maintain a reading schedule. Set up a spreadsheet with names of your clients, the date they sent their request, and the date you intend to read for them. This way, you can always make sure that you don't miss any requests, and that you're not overwhelming yourself with taking on too many readings. Also, set aside a specific time or day of the week to do 3 readings. Don't overdo it. I know you're super keen to try out a 21 card spread you learned the other day, but imagine if you did a 21 card spread for every 3 requests. You'll never get beyond about 2 readings a day. Now, my recommendation is to focus on doing a 1 to 3 card reading so you can get to the answer quicker. Be consistent and clear with yourself about what type of readings you will provide. If there's a spread you really want to try, do it a couple of times, but don't overdo it. Remember to pace yourself. There will always be more readings if you want them. Now, you won't see me doing something like the Celtic Cross. Not on here. In fact, I've only done the Celtic Cross twice. It's a nice spread, but very difficult. Now, finally, you need to get organised. Set up your templates and schedulers. It makes you so much more productive and you can focus on what you enjoy most. Reading the tarot. And that's it for taking care of yourself. Oh, yes, the new one is eat and drink. You can't miss that. So, no. And also, just remember that you can say no. If a reading doesn't feel right, you can stop and work out how you're going to rectify things. Just simple ways of doing things. Nothing super special. So, with that done, with that said, I'm going to keep this short today. And I may do another short session later today, this evening. But tomorrow is the 4th. Yes, it's the 4th tomorrow. I may or may not do an hour or two. May. Then into next week, it will probably be Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday, for readings. So, be good, have fun, and take care. And we're out.